We are currently at the Kwakwani Primary School. Now, ever since I became the vice chairman, a number of challenges that the school faces. One of the main challenges is a shortage of teachers. And currently, the issue is accommodation. And we have been recommending that, the government build a new hostel so the teachers can be accommodated. Of course, we are also looking to see if we can have houses to rent, but that is a challenge currently in Kwakwani. So the children are suffering. Currently, the grade 5, I think they have only one teacher for the entire grade 5 or two. I'm not too sure. But I know there's a shortage of a teacher for particularly the grade 5. And we're hoping that we can have that problem rectified very soon so that our children in Kwakwani can stop the learning loss that is keep going on for over the last 3 years. Now, the other issue is standing under the building. This building where was the Kwakwani Primary School before the new building. This building was built by the community, and the government would have built a new school to accommodate 300 children, 300 pupils. Currently, it is about 450. Yeah, currently it's about 450. So we have overpopulation there. Our recommendation is to have a new wing build. However, the government is bent on refurbishing this building. They would have added a classroom downstairs, and would have two classrooms upstairs, and they're looking to add another 2 downstairs. This new wing here, someone from outside of Kwakwani was awarded this contract. Unfortunately, they would have sublet this subcontract to a Kwakwani resident who have been doing contracts for a number of years. I was made to understand. I came and I did have a conversation with the contractor. He said it's not his work. Somebody contracted him to do the work. See, he's a subcontractor currently. Before he were the person who used to get contract, but he's being deemed a coalition supporter. So currently he's being victimized. He's not getting contract. Right? I would have asked him if he applied for any contract. He said in 2021 he applied for 21 contract, and to date he only was awarded 1. So it is very frustrating to him to keep investing all of his money to apply for contract, and he's not getting contract because he's being deemed a coalition supporter. For him, he is not a coalition support. He's not a politician. He's a contractor. However, a person deemed him getting contract under the coalition. While the coalition was in government, he was bidding and was being awarded contract. So he was being deemed a coalition supporter. But under the coalition government, we know that the coalition government was not discriminating against anyone. Once you bid, you're competent. Contract is being awarded to you, and we could see here the guy. I asked him why the work is not going on. He said apparently the contractor don't have no money. See, he's currently waiting on money from the system before he can continue the work. So the guy is saying, I'm just doing work that you pay me for. I'm doing no extra work, and no one is coming into Kwakwani and rob me when I can't even get a contract. I don't even know when his contract is being advertised.
And what is the situation with the washrooms here?
Well, they have one washroom over here, so the student have to leave from the main building and walk about 200 to 300 feet to come to the washroom. So the teacher's washroom is about one washroom the teachers have to use. All the teachers in the school have to use that one washroom. The student, I think, is the same thing. About one washroom is currently working. So that is a situation that we really need to look into. I mean, I would have already documented all the situation, and every month I give a report at statutory, and then I go to the education committee meeting and give another report on the issues that are affecting. But we yet to see those issues being addressed. Right? We can just make recommendation, but the administrative arm of the council have to execute those recommendations that we would have made. So unless they really want to see the improved health of the students and teachers, because this is very inhumane for a population of over almost, because taking the teachers into consideration, there's a population of about 470 in this building, and there is only one washroom for teachers and one washroom for the student, or I think 2 washrooms for the student, a boy and a girl. So it's very inhumane condition that they have to work in, and we hope that the administration, I'm happy that you came here so that I can highlight this issue that I've been highlighting ever since I became the vice chairman. But if you can see directly behind me, you can see the structure of this building is not 100%. This is a very old building, and you can see some of the beams, they are rot. right? And so we don't think that this building should house these children for too long. This should just be a temporary fix. However, a new building for 2024, we will be recommending in the budget for a new wing to house another 300 children because the population is increasing and we have to build to project a growth in the population, in the school population. So right now we are over populated by 134 or 150, somewhere around there. So we're hoping that a new wing can be built on this school to accommodate about 600 because the population is growing rapidly, and this building can probably just use for light use, like a resource center or so onwards, canteen, and so can be housed at this building. We doesn't see this building should be thing. If we go across to the school already out, but if we had get to visit the HM office, the HM can barely accommodate 2 persons the most in our office. It's very cramped for space. The kitchen is very cramped for space. Everything is cramped for space here. The children is currently, some of the kids is currently being housed on the stage. We're supposed to be in the auditorium. But of course, we're looking at a temporary fix. But we're hoping that when the regional council would recommend a new wing to be built to house another 300 children, we hope that the government would put emphasis on that and approve it. Just don't come to Kwakwani and say you have Kwakwani interest at heart, but don't want to put the infrastructure in place so that the children can be comfortable, the teachers can be comfortable, they have a very comfortable environment where there is conducive for learning. So we hope these things can be put in place. Currently, the fence to the back of me, there's no fence there, so it's a complete thoroughfare. Anybody can walk into the school, damage any property and walk out. Thank God the people of Kwakwani, is very manly. They would not destroy public property. But however, in another neighborhood, you could not have the school in this condition where there's no fence. And I was made to understand that someone was awarded the contract for the fence. They do the fence to the front, the side, but the back leave out. I didn't. I'm yet to get that information fully, but that's just what was told to me by the community. However, we're hoping that this issue can be rectified, especially with the shortage of teachers. We need to identify teachers or identify place where these teachers can be accommodated, and so that we can have our full complements of teachers, train teachers, so that our children can benefit from the quality of education that the remaining of the country is benefiting from. Kwakwani produced some of the best athletes, some of the best basketball players, right? But academic, it is not catching up. So we need the academic to catch up with the sport so that we can produce our best athlete who can excel academically on the international scene whenever they are awarded a scholarship. Thank you.